actually, I didn't think it was going to work today. Fam. 4-0. 4-0. Who would have thought? 4-0. Some people were smart enough to be 4-0, and they were boldly saying so too. Why? Because they knew when they cold, we hot. When they cold, we hot. 1, 2, 3, hot boys. That just feels good. Oh, man. Ronny late, as usual. Let's get started right now. Adam Rank. Ryan. Ryan who? And Stephen A. Oh, he's still talking smack anyway, though. Stephen A. Smith says, when they do win the beat to the he's still talking. You know what? The 49ers beat the Rams this week. He's still not going to give us any love. And the Rams look like wimps. 49ers are most likely going to beat that team. And we'll still not get any love. But at least we're ranked number 2 by CBS Sports. This, at least, is some vindication. Of course, there are others that got us down as low as 5. I believe there's a couple have us USA Today. I think it's out of the top 5. Hey, the only NFC team that's undefeated, but still, we can't get no love. We haven't beaten anybody yet, and we ain't gonna beat nobody this weekend if we do. Anyway, fam, we've got problems overall. The 49ers have announced Kyle Juszczyk. What, Kyle? Don't write me, Tyler. Juszczyk. Kyle Juszczyk will be sidelined 4 to 6 weeks with a sprained MCL. He sustained in the 49ers 31-3 win over the Browns last night. And I'm just delighted that he's not gone for the season. This is going to put an altercation, of course, in the run game. We're going to be running more tight end sets now. And I do not want to see George Kittle taking Juice's role. George Kittle has his own role. He needs to fulfill that role, stay in that role. He helps the team more so in that than he does blocking. And George, I'm sure he's going to be just because he likes to block anyway. So I'm sure he's going to be involved in that anyhow. But I still want Toilolo and also everybody who's not named George Kittle to be involved in the grunt work. But let's try 49ers versus Browns, Week 5 domination. Let's get right into it. 49ers versus Browns most likely went beyond the biggest percentage of expectation as the Niners can now claim to be the best team in the NFC. And shoot, man, the 49ers ain't too far away from being one of the best in the league. For the first quarter, 49ers are playing at a very high level, and they're doing it as a solid, unified terror squad on defense, while Kyle Shanahan continues his wizardry with the offensive ways that cannot be dealt with. Woo. This is the only thing that worries me, fam. Juice, he's an equation that I worry is going to be subtracted from Kyle Shanahan's onslaught, because he's like one of the X's, one of the O's. He's one of the concepts that's used on various plays. We don't have another Juice. Man. We had a guy first from Kyle's first season that I really wish they would have kept. And I don't know where that dude is right now, but man, I really thought he was solid. He's not Juice, but he's pretty good. But hey, fam, let's look at some of the top PFF dudes and give them some props. There were several 49ers standouts, according to Jeff Deeney of Pro Football Focus. Nick Bosa, Nick Bosa, 92.3 overall grade. The rookie's coming off of one of his best outings as a member of the 49ers, recording 2 sacks. Should have been 3. Baker Mayfield's knee was down. Give it to him. 3 quarterback hits, 4 quarterback hurries, a forced fumble, and a fumble recovery on last night. According to Deeney, Bosa registered 9 total pressures and 25 pass rush snaps, 36% pressure rate. God. Through 5 weeks, Bosa has notched a 16.1 pass rush productivity rating, a 28% pressure rating, and a 26.9% pass rush win rating on the season, all of which leads every edge defender in the NFL. Nick, we're not worthy. knew it. Bosa is the second highest graded first-round pick of this year's draft at 84.5, sitting only behind Oakland Raiders running back Josh Jacobs at 85.6. Josh, stay right there. Nick will be there to take that position soon. And that after following Week 5 performance, Bosa was named to PFF's Team of the Week and also earned a Rookie of the Week nomination. Could Nick Bosa be on the path of being an All-Pro in his very first season in the NFL? Yes! Next is Ronny Blanton III, 89.8 overall grade, where Blair shines. It doesn't necessarily show up on the stat sheet, but Ronnie B continues to dominate as a run stopper as well as in his pass rushing efforts. When either Nick or D is sitting down, you put Ronnie in. As Robert Salas says, you put Ronnie in if you want to win. Ronnie comes in there, and the pressure is still on. Blair posted an impressive 89.9 overall grade on 18 snaps in that victory over the Browns. But remember, as I say, what DC Bobby Saleh just said just the last month, he's just a model of consistency. He looked fantastic, and he looked like that to me his entire career. It just goes unnoticed. When he's not the big name, he's not the big draft pick, but he's your lunch pail, gets things done, makes things work, get people lined up. He does it all. I'm happy we have him. Unquote. Bobby Saleh, you truer words have never been spoken. 3, K'Waun Williams, 84 overall grade. Williams has strung together back-to-back standout performances in Week 3. Mrs. Williams, baby boy, halted his second career interception on a pass from Steelers quarterback Mason Rudolph, intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. No, Juju will be denied last week. In this Week 5, Williams registered his third career pick and second of the season. This time, a goal line pass from Baker Mayfield, intended for the only recently returned to the Browns lineup, Antonio Callaway. He forgot to bring his hands back with him. Williams was only targeted twice in the game and did not allow a single reception. People was talking about we don't have a secondary. I wish those people would just finally admit it, that they were just so wrong. Sherman's looking fabulous. And who? Oh, my God. Keller Witherspoon? Keller, have him get back, man. But then, on 2 of the 49ers blitz packages, Williams split a sack on one and registered a quarterback hurry on the other. You talk about putting in a day's work. Jed, pay that man some overtime. Oh, I'm enjoying me some K1. And 4, Eric Armstead, 83.7 overall grade. A. Armstead, of whom has been a member of the All-Ronbo sports team since 2017, continues to impress in his 5th season with the Niners. I do not want him to leave next year. I can't. Emotions, name on the front, not the back. Armstead recorded 4 quarterback pressures in the Browns' beat down and 5 total tackles, the second most of the team behind only linebacker Fred Warner. Matty B, 83.6 overall grade. Brayton came firing out of the gate on the 49ers' first play from scrimmages, moving 22 miles an hour plus. It was a mind-blowing 83-yard touchdown, the longest of his career. Brayton went on to put in a full day's work at 114 yards on the ground. Kyle made him sit out. Not the way else it could have been worse. 11 carries, that's all he had and all he needed on rushing touchdown. Imagine if they made him a workhorse. We don't need it. We got too many run backs that offer so much different shots and looks till the defense just does not know what to do. He got all 3 of his targets for 15 yards and receiving score. So far through 5 weeks with limited work, Brayton has recorded 340 rushing yards on 52 carries. That's a 6.5 yard per play average. I do like our running back room so much. Tevin Coleman came back to work yesterday, and as you know, that boy put up 100 yards. It's all about Bobby Turner and Kyle Shanahan when they get some running backs. I don't care if you can move your feet, if you can stand up, if you can hold on to a football, if you have any talent whatsoever, they will make you into a star. Man, George Kittle, 82.3 overall grade. Kittle made his first appearance in the end zone this season following a 22-yard wide open touchdown to the tight end. Kittle finished the game catching 6 of 8 targets for 70 yards and a score. He also picked up 18 yards on the ground out of nowhere. Give the ball to George Kittle. He's running off in the backfield. What? It looks like George. It is George. Oh! 4 of George Kittle's 6 catches resulted in either a first down or a touchdown, including that rushing attempt. George has got a 92.5 overall grade through 5 weeks. Is still the highest in the NFL. Remember those days families say, 49ers ain't got no talent. Hey, you know what? 49ers may have too much talent, all right? Honorable mention, hey, Emmanuel Mosley. Wait, how do you get it? Seals thought he had. Was it Ricky Seals Jones? Is his last name Seals Jones? Bink. No, not in my watch. Whoa, 74.7 overall grade in true next man up fashion. Mosley performed well in his first start at cornerback in place of Kello Witherspoon. Good talented corner allowed just 1 reception on 3 targets for 7 yards. Mosley, as I mentioned, also recorded a big, huge PBU in the end zone on pass from Mayfield intended for Brown's tight end. Oh, I thought that was Seals. That's Demetrius Harris. Ooh. Let me calm down so we can talk, fam. I know you got a lot you want to say. I want you to say it too. But first, let's take a look at Salvador Babisca's video from the game. That epic moment when Nicky Bosa trolled Baker Mayfield about that Ohio State incident 2
That's
years
a
ago.
dub! That's a dub! You know why he did that? Because fucking Baker Mayfield did that to Ohio State.
You know, fam, it's going to take us a long time to get over this first quarter of the season. If this continues, and I don't see why it won't, we are going to have a lot of fun, a lot of great moments coming up this year. We've already collected a lot of things to be proud about the 49ers in this first quarter of a football. And the league needs to be put on notice because the further the 49ers go into the season, the more polished they'll become, especially on offense. If the defense gets any better, it may be declared against the law or ineligibility may come up for other teams. I don't know, but my God, it's just ridiculous. Ray Jr., what's up? Let me get Faithful Empire. Hey, says, we have Wilson. Say, we have Wilson, we'll be fine. Can use Tolio as well. Yes, we do. We do. You're trying Faithful Empire. You're right, man. Thank you for the contribution, too. Okie Niners says stay humble till we accomplish winning the West. True. But, I got to tell you, it's going to be hard for me to stay humble, man, because I'm telling you right now, people are talking and inspiring conversation. So I can't help myself, you know what I'm saying? Ray Jr., what's up? What a great win last night. Pete Gorman, let's beat the Rams. Captain Shadow, I love all the haters and doubters. It makes it so much more fun when we prove them wrong. Isaac Page, Ronbo Sports, I think it's time we give some praise to the unsung heroes this season. Quan, Warner, and Greenlaw have been great this year. They're getting lots of love. Oh, those are the hot boys. Slimmy Long, 52. Sunday's key matchup, E-Man versus Cooper Kupp. Oh, as that is the holiest truth. Only Goof can get the ball out, which I doubt he sucks like Baker. Yeah, he's not going to be quite as poor as Baker, but he doesn't like pressure, and he's slower than Baker. Matthew Vasquez, Chris Carter started giving us some respect. That's about it. He gave us a lot, too. I saw that. Debs99772. Hi, Nine and Faithful. Hey, Debs. Marcos Pedrosa Jr., love from Brazil. He says, thank you for this, man. Mario, it's my pleasure. Oh, this looks like a visit from the Razor Man. Razor! Freddie, get up off the floor.
Yo.
Freddie! I thought of Freddie when I thought about Racer!
Freddie Monster.
I told Freddie, get up off the floor. Razor! Good to see you! Razor 4-0.
Good to be back. Good to be back.
Man.
4-0.
4-0. We dominated the first quarter, Razor. Wow.
I thought we were going to win by at least 14. I never thought this. I mean, this team is getting better and better by the week.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people were saying, oh, Jimmy looked inconsistent, blah, blah. Well, why are we going to rely on Jimmy when the run game is there? The Browns have nobody to stop the run. Just keep pounding the ball. Like, when Jimmy needs to pass the ball, we'll pass it. He can handle it. I mean, he throws picks, but he's not afraid to make that throw. Like, he'll play when he needs to play. We didn't need him to do everything last night.
I'm glad, and Rachel, I'm glad you brought that point up. Why just be throwing the ball to be throwing the ball when our running backs are running them off the field? Why? We're burning up the clock. We're getting within field goal range. We're scoring touchdowns. We don't need to keep throwing the ball just to prove to everybody that Jimmy G can quarterback. You know, he'll be fine. And next week, I'm sure he's going to do that. You know, somebody pointed out last night, Razor. Phil pointed out, says, Kyle knows what he's doing. Don't be showing the Rams too much. If the 49ers are going to run the hell out of them. Next week, you will get the air attack. Go ahead, Razor.
Yeah, and also you have to keep in mind that was Jimmy's first primetime game with us as a 49er. So he probably had a little bit of butterflies in him, but
so we haven't played it
yet.
That
was his first primetime game. I think this is his second start. His first one was versus Arizona with the Patriots when he tore him up, but this is his first Niner primetime game.
Yeah, because you mean Miami? Was it Miami? He played one night game with the Patriots, I think. One prime.
Yeah, it was at Arizona.
Oh, that was against Arizona. You're right, and they killed him. So
they killed him. Yeah, so I'm not worried about that. I mean, I don't even pay attention to what all the fake 49er fans are saying on the chats or on the Facebook pages and Twitter. I just ignore it. I mean.
and Razor, point out to people, what I do nowadays is when everybody blames Jimmy for every INT he gets and every Dante Pettis should have been 2 touchdowns yesterday, okay? People blame Jimmy for some things I do not agree with. If Dante Pettis catches the ball, he's got 2 TDs on the day and an incredible running day. I'm sorry. There's nothing wrong with Jimmy G. So,
he'll be fine. I mean, we don't need him to throw the ball 40 times if we got that running game. It's not needed. I mean, when we need him, he'll do it. Like versus Pittsburgh, he threw a couple picks, but none of them were his fault. But he helped us come back. Like he was slinging the ball, play action here. I'm not worried about Jimmy, but
smart guy.
And then
remember in the crunch how well he did. Remember that was the real G. In the crunch when he had to have that score, he went and got it. He can do this.
Yeah, and then another thing everyone was overreacting was Mosley, go out and get so and so. I mean, I'm all for getting Ramsey or Chris Harris. I'm all for it. But the thing is, you got to remember, we have the best pass rush in the game. They're gonna hide Mosley from getting exposed, blah blah. And I mean, no one got exposed yesterday, so.
And they won't, as long as that fast rush is like that. Because Roger, a lot of times people think these secondary guys we have are all inferior players, when in reality, they're probably not. But no secondary player can play behind a weak defensive line. He will get shredded eventually, even the best. You've got to have some pressure up front.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I've been saying the past 2 seasons that I've been calling on the show, that once you have a pass rusher, they're going to be once you have a pass rusher, it's going to make the cornerbacks better, vice versa. I mean, but I prefer pass rush because they could not block that boy Bosa. And it's funny because at times they were double teaming them, and now that team And now teams that start double team him, that's gonna leave Buckner and Ford wide open, 1-on-1.
Oh God! I mean, and the double teams were failing. They couldn't stop him. I was laughing so hard. Bosa's knocking down dudes who's twice as big as he is and looking crazy.
Ronbo, it was so bad yesterday that for a second, the Browns had 2 points, and I'm not even lying. Like it went from 3-2 for like a minute, and then went back to 3. I have a picture too.
Hey, give me that if you can, or the link or whatever you got. I want to put that up too.
I took a picture of myself, and it literally said the Browns had 2 points, and then a minute later it went back to 3 points.
It was worse than that, and they shouldn't have had that 3. Razor, we ran out of time. Hey, Razor, man, now that you're back, man, I expect to see you more often. I'm telling you, man, we missed you.
I'll try. And one real quick before I go, I want to holler at someone real quick. I'll be quick.
Go ahead.
Everybody calls him Big Show, but I call him Michael. Michael, it's time for you to acknowledge Bosa. He hates that boy so much, he'll acknowledge everybody on offense, but he won't give Bosa credit. He will not. He hates that boy to death. I don't know why. Hey, Ronbo, he's the truth. He was the best player in the draft, and we got him at number 2. So,
yeah, it was clear. I mean, every analyst couldn't be wrong. And I knew I wouldn't because I've seen him play. I said, man, that's not normal, man. That dude is unhuman. So here we go. We got him. Yes. All right, Razor. I'll see you end of the week, actually. All right?
All right, Ronbo. Empire. Nana for life. Love what you do. Contavia Street them boys. All right, shout out Night Fan Club.
See, that's why we
shout out Night Fan Club. Shout out Russo. Shout out Cheek. Bash, Michael, Kenny, Rombo's assistant, Rombo's cat. I'm out.
Night, Razor. Oh, God. Hey, and as Okie Night says, chill out. We ain't done crap till we won the West. We can't wait. We can't wait, Okie, man. I'm telling you, man, this is too much fun, man. If we win 2 more games, all guards are off. I'm going buck wild. Especially against the Rams and Hawks. Oh! Carlos! Ronbo! Carlos is funny, man. Last night you were busy doing something, and Courtney got on and spoke on your behalf. She was great.
Yeah, it was awesome, man. I'm glad she's on there talking too.
Hey. Hey. So, how about that? How about them Niners?
Hell yeah, man. They got defense, man. Freaking looking ferocious. So,
oh, God.
Scary, man. Scary line. You know, they should be called the Gold Rush.
Yeah, you know, it fits. Everybody's kind of all trying to come up with all these names. Just call them the Gold Rush. The cheerleaders don't deserve that name. Just give it to the Niners front. Man.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Hey, and Carlos, did you notice something? I noticed something yesterday that I had to laugh about. You know, D. Ford was on the field, and midway through the game, I said, anybody seen D. Ford? Do you know that Bosa was so outrageous yesterday that he was getting to the defender actually almost a full second before D even got there? He said, Bosa's hot.
Man, Bosa was still he was still in the whole show.
Wasn't he? He was like hogging.
Yeah.
I mean, Nick wouldn't even let anybody else play. Nick said, get out of the way. Get out of the way. You my guys. Get out of the way. I want him. He hates Baker Mayfield. Oh.
That's awesome, man. I'm just glad he was pumped up for that game. Woo! Man, he took down that poor Baker Mayfield and baked him up.
If I was Mayfield, I'd have been scared.
And,
he scared him. I think he scared him, Carlos. I think Mayfield was scared the whole game. Bosa was possessed and just started teasing him. You heard what he said, right? He said, Baker. Hey, come on, Baker.
Baker probably told his coach, hey, dude, you got to team have to get out of this game. Put the backup in.
Hey, come on,
and you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy too? you know how the last Super Bowl we won?
Yeah, long time ago.
You know that the Chargers quarterback,
Dan
the
Fouts?
guys we played in the Super Bowl. You know his name?
Yeah, I think was it Dan Fouts? You know what?
It was Stan Humphrey.
Humphrey. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Stan Humphrey.
Yeah.
You remember his number?
No.
No. Number 12.
And
That's it.
And who else?
Brady's number 12.
Yeah, you're making that number, and for how you gonna finish this?
Oh, it's maybe the Patriots are destined to go to the Super Bowl.
Brady. Oh, TB12. Oh, now I get it.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, Tom Brady.
His number was 12.
Tom
Last time the
Brady.
49ers faced a quarterback in the Super Bowl, he was number 12 when we won. Ah.
Right. There you go.
TB12.
And you know how we got Deion Sanders was in that Super Bowl also.
Right.
And then we got Richard Sherman.
Yep.
So what's that? That's another just just all lining up,
I know what you mean. I've been thinking like this. I always think of these thoughts too. I hadn't put the people together yet. I do know we had an outstanding corner. We had a great quarterback. And there's a lot of things that are similar to what's going on now. I hear you on all that.
Right. Yeah, I'm just excited, Ronbo. I'm gonna be at that Panthers game.
Oh,
It'll be a hell of a game, Ronbo.
I think so. Because the Panthers think they got something going on.
Top of my lungs. Yeah.
You know what? The defense is going to be so. Every week that defense is going to get even more cohesive. That defense is going to be so strong in another 2 or 3 weeks. The Panthers in that new quarterback, or that sub, he's going to get brains beat out. And we like to stop the run, so, Carlos!
And, just when the offense, once it starts gelling also,
yeah.
There's no mistakes. Man, this is going to be bad.
Oh, yeah. Carlos, we're going to go.
All right, Ronbo.
All right, fam. And, hey. Give my best to Courtney and Mylene. I'll see you later on in the week, huh?
You betcha.
All right, fam.
Shout out to everyone. I'm calling in Ronbo.
All right.
Go Niners.
Like Carlos. Hey. Oh, and as Okie Niner says, when we win against the Lambs and Sea Chickens, I'm going wild. See, Okie Niner, now you're talking my language, man. Don't wait. See, you can have the whole season of talking, running smack and backing it up. Vader, it's time.
It's time. It's Vader.
Vader.
What's up, Ronbo?
Niners, baby. Niners all day. Domination.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, my
I'm
God.
sorry. According to Sherm, we got to be humble. So
yeah, I know. And then Sherm's still going after people like Adam Rank, but we got to be humble.
We got exactly. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But, man, what a impressive win, man. Defense wins championships, and I think we've got a championship team going forward, man. Wow, this was unbelievable. And I didn't even see D Ford in there that much. I seen him in there when he tried to sack Baker, and
Nick already had him.
Mine.
Yeah, Nick already had him by the
was
feet.
like, no, they were holding Nick down, and Nick got up, and he's mine, goddamn. And Ford came down there, hey, I'm letting go. He's yours. That's your sack. That was beautiful, man. That was beautiful.
God, he could get up off the ground quick. Whew! Dang.
Yeah, but man, we did some awesome things on both sides of the ball. Kittel being Kittel, man. Yeah, wow. Unbelievable. Breaking tackles, getting first downs, and then, Juicy, it looked like they were trying to play against each other yesterday. It looked like everybody was trying to up everybody else.
Yeah.
We felt like yesterday when I was watching the game, I don't know if anybody else felt that way, but it just felt like, you see Breda break one, here comes Coleman. What was Coleman doing with the punter's helmet on? You see that? He had the punter's helmet on and taking care of business.
I didn't even see that.
Maybe he wasn't expected to play or something like that. But it was nice that they said both of them. I like the way Kyle put in. He put in Mostert also in there a little bit. I wish they would have put him in just a little more. But you know what?
I know, right? You're a Mostert fan
both,
too, aren't you? I'm a huge Mostert fan.
Oh, hell yes. I love me some Mostert, man, because Mostert, I mean, when we're down and out and we need somebody, he's a solid cat, man. He'll get us where we need to be, man. And you got to have that cushion. You got to have that safety net. And I think he could be that guy. He can be that guy. But hats off to Coleman, man. At first he had a little rough start, and then next thing you know, he's like Brady about to take your job, man. Next thing you know, boom.
Brady needs at least 15. He needs 15 carries a game. Honestly, he really should have 15 carries a game. He got 11. He got 144 yards or 14 yards. But Brady,
right?
I want Coleman on those pass plays more than anything else. But give Brady the runs.
Oh yeah, I wanted to see a little more of that, but again, I guess we didn't see it too much. For the fact is that they just put him back in. So they probably try to keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah.
Coleman.
And they stopped passing the ball,
let him get feet.
Yeah, and they stopped passing the ball. There was no need to pass the ball anymore. See, people think that Jimmy can't quarterback for bizarre reasons I can't even imagine. But,
I heard that nonsense all day today, brother.
I
heard it all day. Oh, you only got 130 yards. I don't care. Well, how many rushing yards did we get, Jack?
Yeah.
And I go, you know what? So forget it. You know what? We're 0-4. That makes you happy. We're 0-4. You know what? We suck.
Yeah.
We're a terrible, terrible team, if that makes you happy.
See, it's
just a bunch of nonsense.
It is, When we need to pass, we'll pass. But if you can run a team off the field, run them off the dang field. You're burning up the clock, giving them no opportunities. You're keeping them off the field.
Correct.
This is just intelligent
you're
football.
Controlling the game.
It's not a reflection on the quarterback's inability. Oh, my God.
Exactly. Kyle controls the clock. Everybody wants to see the deep passes down. They'll come when they're there.
When it's unnecessary, you don't do it. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. When that last, Kittel scored, he put the exclamation point on there. I know I heard a lot of people, saying, Pettis has to step it up. I agree with you. I mean, I just want good things for this kid, and I hope it does happen because I think he has the potential.
He does.
But, he's got to make the plays. They got to work on that. There was, it's hard to swallow right now with, being, not playing for 2 weeks. That's unexcusable. Well, he's got to make those plays.
There's an excuse, though. I'll give him that.
Brand new.
Vader, you know what? You provided an excuse. I'm going to excuse him. He was off a couple of weeks. Maybe his timing, his hands were off. So next week. Yeah. I keep looking for that breakout.
Got to correct that. So hopefully we get it. But how about Mosley, man? Wow.
He's
tough.
My
God, man! You know what? There's so many, man. On the defensive line, kudos to all of them. I mean, another person made a comment yesterday about the coaching staff is phenomenal. But I wanted to pick your brain about something. Because first of all, Coleman, he had the punter's helmet on. And then we see Kyle. What's up with that red hat with that small San Francisco logo? Where in the hell did he get that? Did he buy that from a vendor in the parking lot?
He's styling. That was like is
that a
that was like
hat?
his Gucci hat. But Vader, we're out of time. Tell you what,
Gucci hat.
I'm gonna hit on that and ask everybody else about it. I like that question.
But one more, yeah, I understand. But one more thing.
Real quick.
I just wanted to get your opinion on real quick on Richard Sherman. The way he was instructing everybody, do you think that he can end up being a coach for the Niners down the line?
I hope so. I've been thinking that since last year.
But the things he was saying, Ronbo, he's like, hey man, this is what you guys get paid for. This is what you guys get paid for.
Vader, we gotta go though, Phil. I agree. Vader, we gotta go because I came in late again, so I gotta make everybody hurry up. But listen, later end of the week. Good to hear you again. And stop being so long getting back here, all right? See you this weekend.
No, I'll be on, brother. I'll be on.
All right.
Sound call. Let it go! Radio Ronbo Sports, and we are 4-0. Shout out to all the Niner Empire, TNT, Big Show, everybody else. You guys have a good night.
Do better. All right. Let's get. And Okie Niner says, each week find more fuel for the fire. Just got to hang a picture of Baker Mayfield in Nick Bosa's locker, so he just stays enraged all the time. Hey, Rev, let's go, Rev.
Ronbo.
Oh, Rev.
Well,
Yeah.
well. Let's just jump right into it, shall we?
All right.
All right. Shout out to my fam. Worldwide, repping that beautiful red and gold 24/7, 365. Shout out to the man Ronbo for giving us this platform to speak our hearts, our minds
Thanks, Rev.
about our beloved 49ers. Well, got that out the way. How y'all doing? I've been missing y'all, boy. I've been working. Boy, Rev been working.
Oh, Rev.
Doggone.
And so is the
Doggone working
49ers.
2 jobs, man. Gotta do what you gotta do.
Gotta
So
pay that mortgage.
Let's jump in. Let's jump into this, okay? Because I've been reading, I've been seeing. This is the message from the Rev that I want to give to the fam, and I really want y'all to you can say what you got to say in the comments, whatever, but this is just how I feel. We are going to hear so much. We're going to be doubted so much. We're going to hear what we can't do, who we playing, how we're doing. This is not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Oh, the 49ers are nothing. Listen, I am in 100% agreeing with what Sherman said. Just, hey, keep doubting us. Please keep doubting us. We can't help who is on our schedule. That, hey, ain't nothing we can do about it. But we go out every single game, every single snap, every single play, and we give it our all. All this hard work from the off-season, preseason, the 3 years we've been dark, rebuilding. We got family fighting amongst each other because that's what we're going to do, agree to disagree. It is what it is.
Sure.
Jimmy G can't do this. Jimmy can't do that. This person can't do that. Listen, the question I want to ask all y'all that keep saying this stuff, can you go out there and do it? Hello.
There you go.
That's all I need to say.
Good question, too.
The fact of the matter is that the hard work is paying off, and we are at the level now that we are making a mark in this league. Please, I don't care what the analysts, everybody wants to say. The dude Adam Rank, he already made a video on YouTube apologizing. I frankly don't care. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. We have proven that regardless of what you're going to say about us, it's like Richard say, stay humble. Stay humble. My man Patrick Willis, number 52, even said the same thing. Stay humble. Stay hungry. And that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. We don't care about who we got to play. Because the fact of the matter is the team that has to play us, they're more scared of us than we are of them.
True. So true. And that goes for the Patriots and anybody else.
As of right now, these 4 games, teams are more scared of us. And especially after what happened on Monday night,
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
That was scary.
Oh, my gosh. I said it, and I'm going to stay with it because I'm a defensive guy. Defense wins championships. I've been saying it since the start. Y'all know me. Pain and punishment, and it's been showing. Pain and punishment has been shown. Period, point blank.
In high volume.
We're going to face defeat, fam. We're going to face defeat. We're going to have bad games. It's going to happen. But it's how we bounce back from it. You see what I'm saying? Yo, Godspeed. Keep it on Juice. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, nothing is too severe because he said he's going to get a second opinion. But you know what? The next man got to step up. That's all it's about. And we got to go out and execute. Period. That's just what it is. You know what I mean? We put our helmets and pads and uniforms on the same way like everybody else. And you best believe when you face the 49ers, you have a headache coming to you. Because that boy, number 97, is a freak of nature of his own.
Whew, man. Oh.
So I'm not going to hold you up, Ronbo. I just want to get that off my chest. I understand. Look, we're winning. We're happy and all this. But, hey, stay humble. Stay humble.
Oh.
Stay humble.
Yes.
You know what I mean? The team ain't worrying about it. All they're focusing on is the next opponent. the next opponent. So guess who the next opponent is? I hope everybody's going to be hungry because we serving lamb chops. We serving leg of lamb, lamb chops. We can bake it, grill it, fry it,
The whole
saute
rack.
it, boil it. It don't matter. We're serving up ram. So, let that be known. Just stay humble, family. We got this. Rep your colors. Feel good. Feel proud. Because this is that hard work. This is the same philosophy that Bill Walsh established for this organization. And it's shown, and it's paying off. That's all I got to say. Ronbo,
Hey.
I thank you. We love you. And
Thanks,
y'all know
fam.
how I do it.
Yeah.
In order to be the man. And right now, you can't beat the man.
I'm changing up
Ronbo,
on me. I
I
couldn't
holler
lip
at
sync.
I holler at you. I thank you. Hey, y'all, rep your colors. This is how we doing it. Focus on game at a time. A game at a time is all we can do. Ronbo, I holler at you.
Thanks, fam.
Go Niners. That's how we do it. Peace.
All right. Night Rev. and over. Hey, Mark Lamar couldn't get through today. All right. Is that because you're busy, Mark? You're not having any trouble with the system. Okay. Mosley and Witherspoon, the future tandem. Interesting, Mark. We'll see. Yeah, because I don't know what's going on with Verrett. Well, okay. Anyway, it's my dude, Stevie. Stevie.
Oh,
Stevie. It's looking awfully good out there, Stevie. These are the years that we wanted for the last 3, and we got it going on.
exactly.
Right now. And I got a feeling this is going to get better.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is gonna be the best. This is gonna be the best year we're gonna ever have. I promise you.
Mm.
I see it, Rumble. Like I couldn't even control myself throughout the game. I was at the bar, and I was the only 49er fan there. It was.
Oh no.
It was good. Oh no, it was good. It was fine.
But I mean, everybody must have been looking at
about
you.
Me, Rumble, I don't care where I'm at. I'm gonna rep my team to the
There
death
you
of me.
go. I love it.
Oh, but Rumble, I want to tell you something real quick. For all those out of towners who can't watch the game, obviously live or local, it's a streaming site that I have that I can watch the game. I watch all college NFL games on it.
Ooh.
It's free. You don't have to pay nothing,
Ooh.
and but it's a trick to it. So I was gonna put the link in the chat when I get off the phone. So I'm gonna put the link in the chat. If you could pin it, the trick is when you go in there and you say you click whatever game you want to watch, right? Okay, so you want to watch us. Never click the first video that you see. It's always the second video. And go on either link 2 or 3. And then you can watch the game live. But it's going to be a little bit slower than like real live TV, but everything is clear and you're not paying for anything. And that goes for any game you want to watch. College, for any sport, any game. So I just want to throw that out there to everybody who was hard to watch. Because I know it was hard for me to watch some games unless we're nationally televised.
Right.
And some bars won't even play us at least down here in Florida.
You see that? Yeah, that's just. And even if you went to the bar and to the front and said, "Can I get the 49ers game?"
Yeah,
they probably look at you like you're crazy, right?
When we played the Bengals, I did that. I went into a Patriots bar. That was a bad thing because they were all Patriots fans, but that was the only one open for right then. And I said, "Can I watch the 49ers game?" They had every single game up for ours.
All right.
But then that's when I found the site and I'm able to watch it.
There you go. Stevie's going to put that link up. All right, Stevie. Hey, give me some assessments on this game, fam.
Oh, man, listen, I love this game. Nick Bosa did what he had to do. Defense did what they had to do. Emmanuel Mosley did what he had to do. It was like, we at first I was a little worried, just at least on the corner aspect of it. To see, I love the way we handled that. But you heard about the rumors about OBJ being on the trade block. And we're linked to it. Like, we're real.
No!
Yeah,
already?
Yeah, we're linked to it right now. Yeah, it's us, the Eagles, and the Patriots right now. But they say it's just they're listening. But because it's like it's too many mouths to feed. Now this is a rumor, but it's truth to the rumor though. So maybe Odell was trying to come to us when he was talking to Jimmy.
It's more about that organization than it is OBJ. But if they want to get rid of him, yeah, well, okay. And Dante,
I give up a first vote because our receiver core needs to do better. Like Rumble, like when it comes down to the games where we can't run, we have to get receivers that could be dominant.
Mm-hmm.
Debo is a rookie, so you can't expect too much out of him. Pettis is downgraded a lot. And, we don't have Hurd. So it's just, and Marquise is just only situational, I believe, because he's not doing anything he did like in 2017 when he was getting 100 yards a game. So right now, I guess he's just our, a getaway guy.
Yeah, and also he's playing a role now more than he was. At that time, he was Jimmy's go-to guy. Now he's playing a role, so it's a different story.
Right. So I feel like we do need not a number one, but just somebody that could elevate our receiving room. A veteran, though. Nice veteran presence.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, this game was dominant, Ronbo, from the beginning to the end. That first carry by Breida, that, oh my goodness, that just made my whole. Now I knew from that carry on we were going to win the game, no matter what was going on. That defense was killing it. Then we got the Rams this week, so and Jared Goff can't be mobile. Oh, Cooper Kupp getting shut down. I did not expect this out of Kwan Williams. Kwan Williams really surprised me the most. Because, he had that bad game. I forgot what game was that. Was that the Bengals or? Yeah, that was the Bengals. He had the bad game. He followed up by 2 good games back to back. And our defense is playing better. And the more games we play, the better our defense becomes.
Mm-hmm.
And we still got to get rid of Solomon, Ronbo. You don't put a second pick overall to be a rotational player. I feel like he might be a trade piece that we might give to somebody. But that's all I got to say on the Rumble. I just want whoever need to watch that stream, I'm gonna put it up in the chat right now. So,
and I put it in your,
I put in your I put in your DMs and Instagram too. So and I give you instructions on how to go to it.
All right, and I'll put that around so folks who are trying to get to the game can get there. All right, good stuff, Stevie.
Right.
All right, fam.
All right, Rumble.
Look for you later in the week. All right.
All right now. All right.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm gonna put that on social media. We're probably not gonna put it here on. We'll copy and paste. Stevie's gonna say, Stevie, we're not gonna put it here because YouTube has a problem with that. So we'll put it in the social media. All right. All right. Let us go to. Hey, it's Bashar. Bashar, I'm gonna give you the Robert Saleh version, because I love the way he does that. All gas, no brakes. I like the wickedness about that. It just sounds, he says it like a mob leader, He says, I'm going to give you an offer you can't refuse. Matter of fact, all gas, we are all gas. No brakes. I sent my boy Nick. And that's it. When Bonzini's not available, Nick does a good job. Bashar, thanks for the contribution. Hey, Jason, whoa, Jason, thank you, fam. You are amazing, Jason. You're amazing, man. Hey, James.
Yo, what's up, Ronbo?
James, man, we're just kicking back here digesting what happened. Because last night you must have been well into the 3 sheets into the wind, sawing logs like crazy. And you weren't counting sheep. You were counting 49ers running off into the end zone. Woo! Bam! 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 I was like, whoa, man, these Niners. And we gave, James, you and I was going to be right. Oh, I did talk to James last night. The 49ers left 13, 16, 19 points that I can remember. That might be off. It was a potential of 14, 17, 20. Because one of them field goals could have been a TD. It got called back. Okay.
That's right. And then let's not forget, too, the Dante Pettis, if he just catches the ball.
Oh, yes, that's right. Oh, my God. This game could have been a complete annihilation. So 14, 17, 21.
Yeah,
21,
at least
20.
19.
Wow.
At least 19, I know. At least 19, I know. At a minimum. But I tell you one thing, though. it's a beautiful football they're playing. And I think even with I said it about Emmanuel Mosley, um, that I had a lot of faith in that cat, man, and
He
he
was
just
right,
went
too.
out there and just held it down. And at the same time, uh, looking at this situation with Juszczyk, uh, we'll still be all right because I think what will happen is they will activate Jeff Wilson, and in activating Jeff Wilson, then possibly they're going to go basically with two tight end sets on every play. You don't know whether it's a run or whether it's basically like one of them back screens where
Right.
now you're
Keep that
trying to
element of surprise out there.
right.
Yeah.
You got to keep that elements of surprise out there, and it's a great offensive scheme with Kyle Shanahan because, of course, Kittel will still be the lead blocker, but he will be sitting there in that fullback position the whole game, basically blocking. But then at the same time, it's that tight end who will probably be Tololo, that defensive end. He can't just let him just sneak out there 7 and 8 yards at a time. Jimmy will burn him. So it's going to be real fascinating. I mean, what they can do with Juszczyk being out, and it's just the defense last night. It was great to see it. I'm not going to lie, and they're only going to get better.
Yes.
And right now, I'm going to put it out there. I don't care who don't like it. They can say what they want to say about me in the chat. They usually do anyway. But I'm going to say it like this.
What?
We'll play anybody in the NFL, the AFL, the MFL, and any other leagues that play football. Okay, that's what I do believe. I mean, this team is strong right now, and they can beat you. Kyle Shanahan can beat you with so many different ways. You don't know how to game plan for him. That game was basically predicated off of running plays.
Yeah.
That set up the passes, that the defense couldn't account for the passes because why? We were running a ball down their throat. And so, it's only going to get better. And it's that defense right now has got a mindset where they look to annihilate teams. And like I said, I wish I did have a number to call Nick before every game and say something that one of that opposing team's quarterback said about him after he had a couple of cocktails. And he was like, yeah, man, I can't stand, that. Let me tell you, man, I think he's got double parts and, all them kind of things. And, man, listen, the guy,
You
hey,
don't want to piss him off.
you don't want to tee him off. You don't want to tee him off. But that was all in good humor. No harm intended to anyone in me saying that. But right now, man, we're poised. We're poised to make that run. It's happening. We've got a chemistry of good players. Oh, this is what I wanted to tell you. You know what I do think, which we're going to bump heads with here eventually, very soon, because it always starts with an abundance of success, like in winning Super Bowls, and then players want to become the richest players in the league. We've got some players that I think Ronbo would actually take some team-friendly deals, and I can call out three players right now. Number one, I believe Kittel would take a team-friendly deal because he loves what Kyle does. He believes that he could have ultimate success playing for him and believes in his offensive philosophy. Then, at the same time, I believe Matt Breida would be another one, as well as even Eric Armstead with possibly D-Buck. D-Buck could talk Eric into being it, and he's from Sacramento.
Anyway.
So, so I mean, this is what I thought about because it's going to come up. We got to find a way to get these guys.
In fact, next year. But you know what? They'll deal with it. I just got to be careful.
Yeah.
Somebody is going to have to take a team-friendly deal, actually, but they'll work it out.
Well, that's what I say. I believe it'll be 2 or 3 players, and I know they could load it up on the end with incentives and promise some big-time deals down the road. But anyway, Ronbo.
And no one that can live up to it. Right.
Yeah, man. Thank you
fam.
for all that you do. And once again, Niner Empire, Niner for life. Have a great evening, and let's get to 5-0 and really do what we do. Go out there knowing that we got to get the 1-0 since our last game. That's the best.
One game at a time. All right. All right, James. I'll see you later on in the week.
All
right. James? All right. Hey, Will. Oh, by the way, that hat, I'm seeing, Dolomite says that hat is for sale at the Niner store. So if you want to be like Kyle with designer hats, there you go. Hey, Will.
Ronbo.
Will, man, I'm telling you, man, people are still running around thinking the 49ers can't whoop nobody. So, hey, Will, you know what I wish they would look at? As these teams the 49ers are playing, the 49ers are making them look like they're totally outclassing them. You notice that? Even the Steelers. Ain't nobody going to give up no 5 turnovers and still beat nobody. So the 49ers actually haven't had any problem all year. And the team out of Florida, the Tampa Bay team, is not nearly as bad as the 49ers made them appear to be. So if people are still running around saying, y'all need to play somebody before you start talking, I see all kind of trolls all over my social media. I'm talking Facebook, everywhere. Y'all need to stop talking, man, till y'all beat somebody. You know you want to reach in and start choking them. I mean, the dude. You know? Man, you stop. But Will, are we going to be okay without our fullback? Can we expect Cooper Kupp to be shut down next week and all that good stuff? Because, quite frankly, K1 ain't nobody's person to mess with.
Well, first off, let me just make some corrections before I get into it. Benjamin Albright, a verified source, said that the Browns are not interested in trading Odell. So that was a false rumor. So that's not going down. Second of all, Kyle Juszczyk, man, he's going to go to get a second opinion for his knee. So it's a possibility that he may be back sooner than 4 weeks. He may miss 2 games instead of 4.
Oh, it's that far?
Yeah, so hopefully his second opinion comes out well to where he can be out just for at least 2 games and then come on back.
And he'll be able to feel it, too.
Hoping,
anyway, in a couple weeks, he'll be able to tell.
Yeah. So, we I know that Niner Empire, man, let's all send our prayers out to him, man. Make sure his knee is okay, man. He'll be able to get back in there and start rocking and rolling again. But as far as him being out, man, I don't think it's a concern. Kyle Shanahan is the best play caller in the league. He knows how to mismatch and cause havoc out there on the field when it comes to running the offense. So best believe adjustments will be made. Of course, Kyle Shanahan will have to go back to the drawing board since Kyle's going to be out. So I believe we'll be fine. We will still be able to run the ball. We have a great offensive line, and it's proven that we have it for the past 3. But with the past 4 games, it's been proven that we have a good offensive line. We running the ball, man. Mm-hmm. Like our numbers are looking good every game when we're running the ball. So that's gonna be a problem. Mm-hmm. The Rams defense is not the same Rams defense of last year. Mm-hmm. They slowed down, man. We have a great shot. We have a great shot of knocking these boys in the mouth. Mm-hmm. The defense, man. The defense is so fast and quick and tackle. If you catch the ball, you're not getting yak yards. We gonna spot you right there. Once you catch the ball, we gonna lay you out. Mm-hmm. This defense is too fast, man. I'm hearing people saying this new 49 defense is the Legion of Boom, but we don't compare us to Seattle. This is the 49ers. This is a 49ers defense. This is not a Seattle defense. This is a 49er defense. Mm. And I believe this 49er defense is better than the Legion of Boom because we're more athletic, we're real quick, and we get after it. We never give up on the play. The D linemen are always hustling. So
we creating turnovers, at least 3 or 4 turnovers a game. So I mean, it's looking little right now, man. I mean, the Kool-Aid is real sweet, it's ice cold, and it's refreshing. So we making it look good, man. When Kyle and John got hired, they did a open introduction to them. They welcomed the United Empire welcomed them to a the introduction party and whatnot, and they stood up on the podium. And John Lynch said, that he's not going to make any promises, but he would guarantee that he will build this team brick by brick, and we will not be disappointed.
And he'd be
look,
right too.
Look what it's come to. We're 4-0. We kicking ass and we taking names.
And about to get better.
Right. They did the right thing by getting Nick Bosa.
Yes,
this was a blessing, man. This was a blessing to get this guy, and this guy is coming in right away and is making an impact.
And a whole big difference. Well, we gotta pull up. Because again, I'm late. It's getting late out in the East. Let me see you at the end of the week, fam.
All right, man. Shout out to the United Empire, man. Shout out to my TNT family, player partner Dre, Trey Trez, Big Show, Russo, Shay Lewis, man. Red 49, Hizzy Daniel, all them guys, man. Subscribe and like Ronbo Sports, Russo SF49, and Jerry Fresh on YouTube, man. They got great 49er content. Please subscribe, listen, man, and get some of that 49er information in your life, man. And F the Rams, F Rudy. They lost the Super Bowl. Yeah. Only scored 3 points. Got beat by the Bucs with 55 points on their ass, man. By a team that we beat 31-17. They lost to the sorry-ass Seahawks, and they're broke. All right, Ronbo.
All right, Will. Have a good night, fam. This is the thing. Will's so right. I don't. The Rams are actually favored to win this game, but you know what? That's fine. Whatever. Hey, Okie Niner says Browns beat the Sea Chickens. It's over. That's kind of true. Yeah, because I don't see the Browns beat the Hawks and the 49ers beat the Hawks in a straight-up matchup. I have a feeling that's all it's going to be take. They'll never catch the 49ers after that. Hey, Justin.
Hello, how you doing?
Justin, doing 4-0 good. You know what I mean? I'm talking real good. You can't measure how good, Justin. I'm telling you right now, man. Things are coming together.
For the first time ever, I'm gonna admit you were right. I'm gonna give credit to Robert Saleh and Jimmy Ward. I'm gonna give credit because Jimmy Ward played a hell game. Robert Saleh played a hell game. I will give credit where it's due. I will play my end of the bargain. They played a hell game. Jimmy Ward played set up. He stepped up. He made that tackle by the goal line.
Yeah.
He stepped up, and he should be staying at safety. Don't need him a corner. Stay at safety, and he'll be fine.
That's it. Hey, bro, I'm telling you, man, I'm impressed with that. Kudos to you. If Dub was screwing up, I'd go along with you. Dub is screwing up, but he's doing well, and you gave him props, and he deserved them. And man, that's great. That's great, Justin.
And yeah, I will write an Instagram apology. Okay, I will go back.
Make it public. No need.
Yeah, God, man. Yeah, he impressed me. He really did because he was able to, that tackle where he made the tackle. Our defenders were there. He dropped him down and he actually tackled him. He tackled him really
He's
good.
one of the best tacklers you got on the team. Now, one thing about Ward, once he grabs a man, the dude ain't going nowhere. Jimmy's like glue. That's it. That's the end of the game. And when it's just long enough for the rest of the troops to get there, usually. So if he can't handle it, he'll hold the dude for a minute, and the horses will be in there to knock it out. So, that's why I like Ward so much. He's a good football player, technically sound. Yeah.
And I am really sad about, Juszczyk getting injured, but, we got Tolio, we got Wilson. You could put Tolio right there. You could put Tolio in the back. He's a block. He has blocking experience in Atlanta. You could put him as a blocker, and then you could have Jeffrey Wilson. You can activate him. Jeffrey Wilson is activated. Hallelujah. He already has 3 touchdowns on the season, which, as much as it sucks, rejoice because we have Wilson as a backup, and he could, you never know. 4 running backs on Sunday, I don't know how it gets better than that. I don't know how it gets better than that.
And especially put Wilson in for specialty. Like I say, around 10 yards around the goal line. Now, Coleman did a good job yesterday. I still like the hammer. Bring him in.
Yeah.
He just brute force right up the middle or whatever. Just, wow.
The dark horse, I think, of the whole this game was Breida. Breida, he proved he should be a starting running back. He 83 yards on opening drive. 83 yards on opening drive.
He is, Justin. People keep thinking he's not. He is the number one dude. Who got the ball to start the game? That wasn't Coleman. That was Nick as Matty B. He is the top dog. It's just Shanahan just uses guys for different reasons.
Now that poses the question: what are we going to do about McKinnon? Because we got 4 running backs right now. That
I have
really
no
good.
idea.
What are we going to do about McKinnon? Is that what are we going to do about McKinnon? Do we look to trade him? Do we look to cut him? Save the money? We don't know what to do.
Yeah.
That is the biggest question that I have. Or is he just done with the NFL? Because 4 good running backs right now. Why will we go and bring McKinnon back for what? Put Wilson back on the practice squad doesn't make any sense. He'll get claimed right away. And that's what happened with Caden Smith. He got claimed by the Giants.
Remember, you're talking about the same guy who will not get rid of C.J. Beathard. So if you think he's going to get rid of McKinnon, I think everybody should just really get over that. Kyle Shanahan's bringing McKinnon back, guaranteed. He's going to want to see what he looks like. And then if he fails by chance, Kyle will be done. But he's going to place McKinnon above Jeff Wilson. So that's the thing you got to deal with, unfortunately.
Well, and then you can look at it this way: the Patriots have 6 running backs on their active roster right now. Six running backs on their active roster, including Burkhead, which is the fullback, I think. Oh no, I don't know what he is. But you have 4. So you have 6 running backs on the Patriots active roster. So there is room. We could do something, but and I do want to say that Odell Beckham Jr. Inquiry about that thing. I don't know how relevant. I don't know how true that is. I do not know. You got to look that up. Maybe I don't know how that. I don't know how it's working right now. I'm worried because I don't. Even though I would like Odell on our team, I think we're set in a receiver position right now.
Yeah. Stevie said that it was on, and then somebody just debunked it, and I don't know. I guess we got to wait a couple days to see if it simmers down or what. But yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I think the defense played well, and Nick, I think he was motivated. After what happened to Ohio State, you're damn right. Somebody does that on your own turf.
I got to start watching
and then the
college
handshake
football.
too. The handshake. Apparently, the handshake thing.
It wasn't true, right? We got.
Hey, but you know what? But I'll finish up by saying, you know what? That's good that he's motivated. That's good that defense was motivated. That's good. That's good that defense was motivated to kick ass. And that's what they did. And they kicked ass for 1-3.
All right, Justin. I'll see you later on in the week. And if anything happens quick, I can be back before the end of the week, too. All right, fam. Have a good night.
Good night.
Oh, man. Hey, Louis.
Yo, Ronbo. What's up, Ronbo?
Louis, man, we're sitting over here raking over the coals, the ashes of victory, and talking about those who contributed the most. And you know what? Now I'm thinking about K-Wan. I think K-Wan's chomping at the bit to get a Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp is a real challenge for him. I can't wait. If they shut Cooper Kupp down, this could be a worse route next week than this one was. Because without Cooper Kupp, because Rich, and I got a feeling also Mosley, they're going to stop that deep attack due to the fact that the pass rush is going to have Jared Goff under fire, pretty much like he hates Patriots, Bulls, Bears. I'm sorry, but go ahead. What are you thinking? Louis? Wow. And you know what? The system is hanging people up, fam. I just got notified here by production. There might be another PIN number. No? Okay. Anyway, they're hanging. I don't know what's going on. I have a feeling, and I'm going to find out from them. I have a feeling once it gets loaded to a certain degree, the system starts to automatically delete. And that's not going to work. So I'm going to either change systems or something. Anyway, hey, Phil.
Hey, Ronbo.
Phil. Okay, Phil's always good at hearing about these things and finding out the truth. Phil, is OBJ for sale out of Cleveland?
Even if he is, I don't want him.
I know. I think
what?
sometimes we ask for more than we need. We don't. Do we really need him now?
Look how AD turned out with the Raiders, huh? Okay.
I know you got to be careful.
You got to be careful with some of these, kind of prima donnas that require, a lot
Lots of maintenance,
attention.
Yeah.
Yes. And so I like our team.
I think too.
I think our wide receivers are going to tighten up.
I do too.
I think, eventually in a few weeks we're going to get Trent Taylor back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's going to help.
That's true.
I don't see it, and I think we didn't pass a lot because obviously what I said last night is that I don't think Kyle wants to show the Rams anything. So
I fully bought into that. I really agree with that. Why showcase unnecessary work? Don't do it. Let them run them to death.
Now, I am happy and I'm sad in the same note of Juice being out 4 weeks, but I'm glad he's not out
any
the
longer.
Season.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy is a very important cog to our offense. I like the idea of possibly if Jeff Wilson can do the blocking part of being the fullback and handle that, I mean, that would be great. Other than that, I think Dwelly might be a candidate. He did take a little bit of the snaps during the game after
Juice
got hurt.
Yeah.
So, but you know what? They're not going to be able to replace Juice.
No.
And it's going to hurt the running game.
Yeah, it's going to
So
alter.
Kyle's going to have to scheme around that and fix it, and he's got a short week to do it.
Yeah.
But I do like the idea of our defense against Goff. He doesn't move. The Rams' offensive line is in shambles right now.
Ooh, you don't want that.
And I think, like you said, you got Cook and Kupp that you got to stop. But other than that, Gurley's not a threat as much anymore.
Not with this run defense.
The other thing on their defense, what's his name's out? The pass rusher that
Fowler?
they got from Green Bay? Huh?
No, Fowler? Not Fowler.
No, not Fowler, but
Brockers, right?
No, the guy they got from Green Bay, the linebacker that pass rushes. The long blonde hair guy.
Oh, Matthews. I forgot about Matthews and a broken jaw. That's right.
Broken jaw. He's done.
Yeah.
He's out.
Yeah.
And there was another injury that they have that they're going to be out.
The
other thing I heard. Yeah. I heard Spoon was running on the sideline at practice.
Who?
Today.
Who?
Witherspoon.
Oh?
Kittel.
Yes. Ah. So
he's running around. I think he saw Mosley play well. I think he wants to get back.
Hey, Coach, my foot's okay, Coach. Okay, I'm okay.
It don't hurt now. But I think we're in great shape. Other than Juice, really is the big concern because we don't really have a backup for him.
I know.
The other thing I want to debunk is this McKinnon thing. McKinnon cannot come back this year.
No.
He was placed on IR prior to the 53-man roster being set. He cannot play for anybody this year. He sits out. He's done.
Mm-hmm.
Next year, he's under contract. But if we cut him, it would be a $4 million cap hit and a $4 million savings. So it's just, what do you want to do with him next year? But that's a decision down the road.
Yeah.
But as far as McKinnon this year, he ain't coming back. He can't.
Yeah, and I think people are talking about next year when the time comes to make a decision, because Jeffrey Wilson is starting to win the hearts and minds of people. And
well, Jeffrey Wilson's not under contract because he was signed as a free agent for a one-year deal.
And
then you've got Kevin Coleman's under contract for next year,
and Matty B
and so
will
is
soon
Breida.
be. Yeah, so
yeah, they're going to have to sign Breida.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, there'll be
and
riots.
I don't like the idea of putting Kittel at fullback. You just you're not.
I know. I don't want him to put him in harm's way. And he's got other role. His other role is more important. I don't.
Well, it's huge. It draws all the attention in the defensive backfield. So
he's got to continue.
So that leaves other receivers open.
Yeah, let's let Toy Lolo and some of the other guys go ahead and handle that load. Don't.
Well,
George is the best
can't
we
play
got.
Fullback. He's just too big and bulky. He's not flexible enough. Willie might be the guy. Yeah. Or Jeff Wilson. I would think those two guys are the prime candidates for the job.
Is Jeff Wilson? Has he got enough bulk for that? I don't know. Well, we'll see.
They were saying he's less bulky than Juice, but Willie's more bulky than Juice, and so you might have to put both of them in for special plays and, and see which one goes where.
Well, Phil, we're
but I don't know. I'm glad he's not out for the season. I'm just wish he was ready for next week. But
could be out. Could be back in 4 weeks. Phil, I'll tell you what. Good stuff as usual. I'll see you later in the week, huh?
All right, Ronbo.
Thanks.
We're gonna beat the Rams.
Yeah, I think so. I really do. All right. Night,
Phil. I do. All right. Good night.
Oh man. And who's going to deal with DK Metcalf? I see that because remember, fam, this guy wanted, and he's looking a lot better than anybody anticipated. We'll see. Hey, Lewis is back. Lewis.
Rombo. Yo, Rombo, what's up? I don't think it was anything on your end, Rombo. I think I accidentally clicked the red button on my iPhone. So
okay, well,
unfortunately.
All right.
So that's on me. But what's up, Rombo?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm fabulous. Anytime you're 4-0, you got to be fabulous, and you got your pass rush you've been wanting for 3 years. There's nothing to be unhappy about, Lewis.
Mambo, absolutely. Yeah. I couldn't agree more. I mean, Bosa just looks like the pick as for why we drafted him for, huh?
Guys, ridiculous.
I mean, the man is just incredible, Rombo.
I mean, Lewis,
you just have to salute that.
And when was the last time I seen a guy getting up off the dirt? He's like he's like a one of those monsters I was talking about, the kimono dragon, man. Guy's down low.
Yeah.
It's vicious.
Kimono dragon, just slithering all through the line, just speeding. Yeah, it was good to see, Rombo. Like, I hope, at least definitely put the league on notice. Like, hey, man, the defense is definitely for real. Our offense is too, but the defense is really making a name for itself. And like Richard Sherman said, man. Everybody on that D line right now is playing Pro Bowl, high caliber, all pro, at a huge level right now. You're getting production, a lot of production from Armstead, Buckner, D Ford, and then obviously Bosa. So just that alone, it just makes you like, damn, 5 first-round draft picks. It's only a matter of time before they just start just wrecking the league. So
the longer they play together,
can't be at that. So, Ronbo, Juicy Juice is out, as you know, and I kind of want to talk about it real quick. As Juszczyk is out 4 to 6 weeks. He's obviously getting a second opinion, but injuries do suck, Ronbo, and that is part of the game, unfortunately.
Yes.
But Ronbo.
Yo.
Ronbo.
Mm-hmm.
If there was a time we could have an injury, it actually would be now, Ronbo.
Early.
Unfortunately, but. Yeah. It would be, the way that the schedule lines up, Rombo, it's actually in our favor. So not only do we have the Rams next week, right? That's going to be a testament, but I think the defense will, again, pull a nail-biter out. But as far as the Redskins, Panthers, and Cardinals games, don't be surprised if you see a different balance, different attack from Kyle. Because, Kyle got some dots in him. He's going to scheme up some great offensive passing plays that can get Jimmy Garoppolo going. I think those are get-right games for Jimmy to get his self-esteem and his mojo up. I think this is going to get his confidence up. I think these 3 games against the Redskins, Panthers, and Cardinals. I mean, obviously, you don't want no mistakes, but I think this is the game. Those 3 games, I think, are the games that Jimmy's gonna be like, yeah, man, let me throw the ball a lot. You know what I'm saying? Those are games that we can dominate.
Let's add one question though.
Go ahead, Rumble.
Do you worry that Jimmy has seen a lot of his success derailed due to receivers actually? That play he made last week with Debo, that there was a beautiful ball thrown. Debo went up and hits the ground. You get yesterday's game, you got Dante dropping what was obviously going to be a touchdown. I worry that Jimmy's going to lose faith in his guys and start deferring to guys he knows are going to catch it. This is the only fear I'm entertaining. But yeah.
Absolutely, Ronbo. But Ronbo, guys forget. Would you rather have Dante Pettis caught that pass in stride, or would you rather have him catch the game-winning touchdown that he did last week?
I know. See, this is the thing.
Like, some people forget. It's his job to catch the ball. Absolutely, Ronbo. But, I mean, he caught it when it matters. Now, we were blowing out the Browns. Now, do you want to see Jimmy's stats go a little bit up? Do you want to see that, 3 touchdowns on his stat line? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, yeah, it's a drop. Pettis is going to learn from it. He's going to have, they're all the guys are going to have to, catch the ball a lot better. But I think these games, Kyle will scheme up wide open passes, not, tight windows where Jimmy has to throw into. Because, I mean, it's the Redskins and the Panthers. Now, Panthers aren't playing bad with the kid, Kelly back there. Yeah. But, I mean, come on, Ronbo. Like, against us, I know. That kid's going to get flustered. And then, Murray and his little air raid. I mean, and Murray and his little air raid, that's not going to work because, if you're just going to not run the ball out of shotgun and you're just going to pass all the time, they're going to pin their ears back and they're going to come after you. So, like I said, Ronbo, the 4 to 6 weeks is the timetable. And like I said, the earliest or the 7th week is the Green Bay game. So we'll get the running game back then when it really matters for that stretch against, Green Bay, the Rams again at home, the Saints, and the Ravens. So, rest up, Kyle. But, Ronbo, we're looking good. 4-0, baby. We're focused on the Rams, and, let's do it. But shout out to my TC family. Will, Trey, Dres, Trey, Big Show, Russo, Jerry Fresh. Check out Jerry Fresh, Fresh Perspective. Awesome podcast. Actually, him and Russo. Yes. They do game-by-game breakdown. Great intel and knowledge of the game,
there
Ronbo.
You go. All right.
And, Ronbo, I saw your email. I don't really have any questions. But, yeah, Tuesday sounds great, Rumbo, and we'll just do the breakdown game for the Panthers again since I'll be at it.
There you go. Looking forward to that.
All right, Brother Rumbo. Thank you for all that you do, man, and I'll see you later on in the week, brother.
Be looking forward to it. All right. Lewis. All right, fam. Oh, man. And here comes the PP. Dre.
Man, what's happening, bro? What's good?
Dre, man, we sit back here wondering just how good this defense is going to get. And Dre, everybody, we got to remember, what we're expecting is perfection. It is going to get perfection, to perfection, probably down 4 weeks down the road. So sometimes I'm sitting here exercising impatience. I'm asking Lewis, I'm asking you and everybody else, at what point does Jimmy G, does he have that area where he gets frustrated and starts not trusting his receivers? I'm hoping that never happens. I need for guys to catch the ball. Even if we was practicing yesterday, right? Because the game was over. Dante, haul that pass in. Because at that point you want to get your game.
Not only Dante, bro. Not only Dante. I think y'all forgetting. Yeah. Debo had a 23-yard reception that was just a fucking. It was a dart that Jimmy threw and he dropped it. And it was in the beginning of the game. So
that's worrying.
Him. Debo, Pettis, and Marquise, he caught that ball. That was bullcrap. But, that would have been well over 200 yards and 3 touchdowns, and he would have been, 23 of 29. But I'm not worried about Jimmy, bro.
But everybody blames Jimmy. It's all
I'm not worried
used
about
to be.
No.
Oh, come on, man.
I'm not worried about Jimmy, bro. Do you realize that we ran a variation of probably 20 to 25 plays?
Oh, yeah.
Do y'all realize that?
Easy.
They did not. The Rams are not going to be able to game plan for us next week because they've seen a variation of 20 to 25 plays, bro.
And then he shut it off in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and the thing is, a lot of the plays are the same plays, except that there's different motions and Kyle lines up in different rotations, bro. So they weren't really able to game plan from what they've seen yesterday because the run was so dominant. You know what I mean?
Did the Bill Walsh on them? Concepts off of concepts. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, Juice is irreplaceable, but, Jeffrey Wilson has soft hands. He has the same body structure. He's about the same speed as Juice. If I was Kyle, Jeff, go spend the night over Juice's house every day this week.
Eat what he eats.
And do the same thing that Justin Skule did with Joe Staley. You know, Skule was at Joe Staley's house, you know, for, you know, the whole week. He was coaching him up. Go with Juice for this next week, you know what I'm saying, and be ready to come in and fill those shoes. Also, when you have the best blocking tight ends, and I think we have not just Kittel, but I think we have the best blocking tight ends in the league in Toilolo, Dwelly, Kittel. Man, them boys can lay down some good blocks, bro. So, you know, we're really going to be able to see, you know, Kyle really dial some things up this week. I'm looking for Jimmy G to have, because, you know, not yardage-wise, but yesterday I think was Jimmy's best game, his most efficient game, no turnovers. He did what he needed to do, 2 touchdowns. He did what he needed to do. But I think this week, Jimmy's really going to dial it up, and I'm going to speak that into existence. Another thing you have to realize is that, you know, the Rams only scored 20 points against this defense. And it took Jared Goff to throw the ball 48 times.
68.
No, against no, that was last week. But against the Browns, he had to throw the ball 48 times.
He
had to drop back and throw the ball 48 times, Ronbo.
That is
and
ridiculous.
Their leading rusher was Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley had 14 carries for 34 yards, you guys. So that means after, you know, 14, you know, and that's been his snap count. I think the most touches that Gurley has had this year is 17. So, you know, I mean, I'm not worried about the run game. They run a lot of single back. And Jared Goff, I mean, he threw 2 interceptions against the Browns, against a depleted defensive backfield. You know what I mean? And then the thing about the Bucks is they only sacked him twice, but you guys, the Bucks had 27 pressures on Jared Goff that game. You know how many picks he threw? 3. You know how many times he fumbled the ball? Twice. You know how many times
close the game, he was fumbling. And looking down the field, the camera was pretty. Goff watching the dude running to the end zone.
Goff accounted for 4 turnovers himself that game. One of the fumbles that he had was recovered. You know what I'm saying? But he had 4. He accounted for 4 turnovers. So, you know, even if we're not able to sack him, which I think we are going to be able to sack him at least, you know, 4 to 5 times. You know what I mean? But we're going to be in his face, and he's going to be rattled. He is going to be rattled. And I don't think Brandon Cooks and Cooper Kupp is better than Jarvis Landry and OBJ. They probably have a quarterback who is taller, who can see better than Baker Mayfield. But, I mean, Jared Goff is only 6'2". I mean, DeForest Buckner and Eric Armstead. Eric Armstead, I believe, is like 6'7", 6'8". DeForest Buckner is 6'7".
Nick is 6'4". It doesn't look like
hard.
it.
You know,
he can't get away.
Bro, it's just hard, bro. It's just hard. I would hate to drop back with those guys in front of us. I mean, and I don't like to compare us to the Legion of Boom, but when those guys have Cliff Abel, Frank Clark, and Michael Bennett, I mean, it's damn near like the same thing we could do. We're going to pin our ears back, and we're only going to rush 4 guys, and we're going to dominate you all day.
See? We don't need a blitz. That's what I love about this team.
We don't need no blitz. Yeah. And we blitzed like 4 or 5 times, and I like it. You know what I mean? Like we
got
brought
that
some
coverage.
packages in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but I mean, you know, hey man, it was a beautiful thing. Also, shout out to Marcel Harris. This man was called up from the practice squad. Had a tackle for a loss. He had a PPU, and he also made an impact on special teams across the ball.
There you go.
I mean, this is. Kyle Shanahan is looking like Belichick, bro. One guy goes down, another guy steps up.
There you go.
One guy goes down, another guy steps up.
All right,
yes,
fam.
sir.
I'm going to see you later on in the week.
Shout out to the TNT fan, man. Trey's big show. I'm a player partner, Will, Jay Fresh, Russo, man. Great content. My partner, Dion, man. Y'all go check him out also.
I keep forgetting.
We're going to be all right. We're going to be all right, man. Yeah. Hey, a grade 1 sprain is 1.5 weeks. So that's why Juice is going to get that second opinion. You know what I'm saying? So grade 1 sprain is 1.5 weeks, and then that grade 2 goes up to 4 to 6 weeks. But, you know, Kyle's going to, scheme, and this is the correct time. We got the Redskins, Panthers, and the Cardinals guys. It's going to be okay. It's literally going to be okay.
I agree.
All right, bro. I'll see y'all later.
All right. Night,
all right,
Dre.
Yep.
Yeah. Schedule actually gets tough for a couple of games, supposedly, with the Rams and Browns, and then it eases out a little bit. Do you realize if the 49ers get past the Rams, there's no telling what. this record could be before they finally take a loss. I'm still making no promises on the Saints. Hey, Daniel SF 49ers fan 5249. It's my B-Day. Can I get a Niner B-Day song, Daniel? Oh, hey, Shay. Oh, we already got Shay. He just talked to us anyway. Happy. Happy. There it is, better. Happy birthday. Oh, happy birthday, Danielle. Happy 49ers birthday, Danielle. Happy Niners. After game birthday songs are not we. Birthday to Daniel. Birthday, fam. And you got a good one too, didn't you? Brown whooping. JT.
What's up, Ronbo?
JT, winning. And we just don't stop winning. And JT, if we steamroller the Rams, oh, there's no telling. I tell you, this is like getting through the gate. And after you get through the gate, just take over. Oh, I love this team. But JT, your feelings on the future of the 49ers.
Well, let me just start off to say I just want to make a shout out to all the Niner Empire. Holler, if you hear me. Nah. But, yeah, I'm feeling really good, Ronbo. I'm feeling really, really good right now about, what's to come. And, I just don't see us really, like I told you last time before I got off the line with you, we ain't losing to nobody.
That's
Ronbo.
right. Daniel's, JT's a 16-0 guy.
Yeah. Hey. I'm just being realistic here, Ronbo. I mean, come on.
I ain't arguing.
The only team that I could see is probably giving us a fit because we're going to their place to play is New Orleans.
Yeah, I know.
And that's it.
Boy.
That's the only game that I worry about. But other than that, I'm not worried about it, Ronbo.
They need to be worried,
New
right?
Orleans, I think,
Yeah.
yeah. Hey, you know what? Rev hit it right on the nail. I loved what he said. Teams right now are scared of us.
I
really
like
that.
Honestly, it makes sense, JT. Why would anybody want to deal with the 49ers defense? Y'all ain't playing nobody. Hey, I wish somebody volunteer. Tell us to come on over. Tell them.
Let me say something else, too. No one has even mentioned this once since I've been watching the program today. Okay, we got Kyle Shanahan's offense against, what's his name, Sean McVay? Okay, we got Kyle Shanahan, the innovator of the offense, against a copycat. Now, come on, guys. Who's going to win this game, realistically?
Not the student.
His playbook is thicker than Sean McVay's. I'll tell you that right now.
Probably.
Plus some.
And who's more brilliant between the two to begin with? McVay, he's sharp. He ain't Shanahan sharp.
No, he ain't Shanahan sharp, but he's sharp, and I'll give it to him. Mm-hmm. And he was the only reason he knows what he knows is when the time they spent together, in Washington some years ago.
Yeah.
But other than that, Ronbo, I'm going to tell you another thing, too. Their offensive line is not going to hold up. They're going to fold against our defensive line. You're going to basically see what you saw yesterday when we go to L.A. and play the Rams.
Running in the backfield like there wasn't no offensive line at all. Oh, Nick Bosa knocking big dudes down. Everybody else eating next to it. Look like piranhas feeding. Hey, the red and gold piranhas.
Hey, Ronbo.
Ring to it.
And not only that, but the way George Kittle was playing yesterday, oh, man.
It's a bad man.
George Kittle broke not one tackle. What was it? Did he break two more? He broke 2 tackles. I think
it leaped for that first down
yesterday and got them first. You know what? I think, and not only that, people want to talk about they're worried about Jimmy Garoppolo. You know what? If you guys ain't happy with what you see with Jimmy G, just wait with what's to come because it's only week 4. It's still early in the season.
And Garoppolo, with every week, finds his footing. People, hey, JT, people don't want to believe that you take a year off, it has no effect on you. You're supposed to come back and segue right back to where you was. Well, he'll get there.
Oh, man.
He'll get there. Yeah.
He'll get there. And not only that, I've been talking shit all day at work, and it's hard to be humble, and I try to tell myself to be humble. I really do try. I got a friend at work. He's a Cowboys fan.
Yuck.
And, we give each other shit all day long. He's the one that made that bet with me that if we end up playing them in the playoffs, yeah, he gonna and we beat them, he's gonna basically buy me a hat. And I got all kinds of coworkers telling me, hey, JT, they looks like he look a little worried there. Like he gonna end up buying you a hat.
Cowboys.
Well, he's gonna buy me a hat, but he's gonna wear it. He's gonna wear it all day at work before he gives it to me.
And the Cowboys got exposed the other day. They didn't worry me to begin with, but man, come on, man. The 49ers ain't nobody's second-rate team. JT, we got to go, fam. I tell you what, this next week is going to stop people from talking. I bet you this is the week right now because they won't respect the Browns because the Browns look like ass. But we're talking about the ex-Super Bowl team. So, all right.
Hey, when we hand the Rams' ass to them next week, we're going to put all that noise to rest, Ronbo, and I'm going to leave it at that.
There you go. All right.
Niner Empire for life, baby boy. I'm loving it. Gotta love it. All right, Ronbo, I'll let y'all go.
All right, fam. Have a good night, JT. And enjoy work. And tell that dude to buy a 49er cap and tell him which one you want, too. All right. Night, JT. Let's go check out Warren. Oh, that's it. And that meant Mark Espinoza. He says, by the time we play the Saints, Juice will be back. Here you go. Hey, Warren. What I do enjoy about the 49ers offensive line, do you know that they're getting as good as they are? You know why, don't you? Look who they practice against every day. So by the time they see your offensive line, your defensive line, or anybody else's defensive line, the 49ers say, hey, we're glad. Hey, we'd rather play against these guys than play against our defensive line. Omar!
Hey, I've been waiting for my turn.
Well, you come on and get it, yo, Omar. I'm telling you, man. Let's see, what do you got on your mind tonight? Dade City, Omar.
Yes, sir, man. I'll tell you something. That game was a statement game, and I'm very happy we bashed these guys. It was great. Next, we're playing the lamb chops, and they're on the hit list next.
Boy, I hope they just rub that dirt. I hope they just rub their faces in the dirt. I want to see Talib and Marcus Peters. Hey, Omar, here's what we should do right now. Before this weekend, let's get a pool going. Who's going to embarrass Marcus Peters this week? Is it going to be Goodwin, Pettis, Debo? Pettis, Debo, Goodwin? Maybe even, who else is in a speedster? He hates speed.
I'll tell you something.
God, I wonder
go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Rondo.
No, I just wonder who it's going to be, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. No, I think Marcus Peters is he's getting paid a lot of money, and he's been getting smoked the last 2 seasons. No, man, if you really break it down, I mean, I can care less. I'm not a Ram fan, but he's been getting smoked. He's getting paid a lot of money.
On a regular basis.
And I'm not even worried about Marcus Peters. He'll have his hands full with our guys.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you.
I hope they're tired. And he gets mad, and it takes him out of games.
Yeah.
I want Kyle to do that to him as soon as possible, you know? And I just wish Jalen Hurd was with us, because you know how he gets really mad? And him and Hurd's physical, it would be interesting to see how that would come out.
Yeah, I remember he got smoked, and he was trying to cop his plea whenever the Buccaneers went down there, and Jameis Winston, man, they dropped 50 points on him. And I think it was, who's that receiver they have for
Evans?
As the Buccaneers? I forgot his name.
That was Mike Evans.
Evans went there.
Skipping into the end zone, and Marcus Peters was
Man,
living.
this dude was man, this guy was moonwalking like Michael Jackson in the end zone. Are you serious right now? He was moonwalking in there, and he was bad on the sidelines. He was pissed off.
He loses it every time. That's what I'm saying. Omar. He's an emotional mess. If you do Marcus early in the game, you can get him. Just mess with his mind, because he's real volatile and he's real sensitive, and he takes himself out. He did come back and make a good play after that, but still, most of the time he takes himself out of the game. So,
yeah. I'll tell you something. Big kudos to Nick Bosa, and I thank every day we drafted him. I'm glad we drafted him. That dude is on another level. Oh my God, what I seen yesterday, I'm not surprised what he did. I told all my friends, I said, it's going to be a coming out party. It's a statement game. Nick Bosa took everything. He took everything by storm. I was like, wow, my God, man. He looked like a guy from X-Men out there.
On the ground. The dude is on the ground, Omar. He's still dangerous, crawling around in the dirt. He's like something that comes, you know that movie where the creatures were underground and coming up every time they hear a vibration on the ground, and they come up and just eat people up? That's
the name of that movie. Is it called Silent or something? It's called, I got to get the name of it.
You know what I mean, though? I'm talking about that. They come up and just eat stuff up. That's Nick. Nick's on the ground. Come on, bam, bring your butt down.
Yo, I'll tell you something, man. Our defense is I think we have the best defense in the league. I don't want to be biased because, but that's just what I've seen.
Give him a little while longer. Another week or two.
Yeah. I think you give us 3 more weeks, and it's going to be disgusting. I think Jared Goff is going to run for his life. He got a problem coming his way. He got a problem his way coming.
Man.
I'll tell you something. I'll make it short and sweet tonight, Rondo. I got to get to bed. But I'll tell you something. Go Niners. Let's get some lamb chops for. Hey, question. What time is the game? Because they didn't flex the game, right? So it'll be at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, it's at 1 o'clock. Yeah. Unless they say otherwise later, but right now it's same time before 1 o'clock.
Okay, I think it's going to be like a decent game, and I think the Niners will pull away. I think our defensive pressure, and just the way Sherman played yesterday. I think it was one of the callers was saying that by Sherman being a coach. I agree 100%.
I really hope he stays with the 49ers.
He's a great coach. He's very intellectual guy from Stanford, very smart man.
And that's what he's a very intelligent guy. He knows what's wrong with you. If you make a wrong play, he can make adjustments. I think he has a lot to do with what's going on in secondary anyway. So, but Robert Wood, Coach Joe Woods is doing a good job too, though. So,
yes, Salah, everybody, the coaching staff. One more thing before I go. Big up to Mosley. Holy cow. This cat is amazing. Great speed, great athlete. I think he can put the clamps on Cups on Sunday. If we can get him out of the game.
It won't be his job. It'll be K1. So, but that ain't no weakling there either. Right,
no, I'm telling you, this, man, the stars are lining up for us, Rondo.
There you go.
So you have a great evening. I love your show, man, and
Thanks,
I'm glad to give us Niners, man, like fans of voice. I appreciate your show. It's awesome, man. Keep rocking it, dude.
Thanks, man. Talk to you later.
Take it easy.
It's the East Coast, Southeast, Dade City. Hey, Warren. Paging Warren. come to the front desk, please, Warren. Warren, paging Warren. Come to the front desk, please. Russo!
What's up, Ronbo?
Russo, man, we're just looking at everything. And you know, like we're going to do every week for the rest of the season, we're going to look at ways that we can win this game. Well, Russo, you know, you being the intellectual person you are about the game, what are some of the things we could do to lose this game?
Well, the Kyle Juszczyk injury is a bit concerning in that you look at what happened when he came out of the game, how the Niners really just couldn't even move the ball, right? So the thing about Kyle, like we all know that Kyle can scheme something up and all that stuff. Like we get all that, right? But the thing is that during the bye weeks, he used 2 of the days to game plan towards the Rams. So he spent two full days game planning for this game. And a lot of the game plan obviously involves Kyle Juszczyk. So he's going to have to go back and re-implement some things. And what I'm thinking they're going to do is you're probably going to see more 3 wide sets and more disguises that look like we're passing when we're going to run, and those jet sweeps, and run out of some more 2 tight end sets with a single back as opposed to using Kyle Juszczyk. And I think you're going to see us running out of more 3 wide sets to kind of balance ourselves a little bit. But People are trying to say that, just put Kittel at fullback. No, you don't do that.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Dwelly and Toilolo are not fullbacks. Toilolo is way too slow.
Yeah, that's true, too.
And Jeff Wilson is exactly what he is. He is the number 4 running back on this team. When all 3 of our running backs are healthy, he will be inactive, and he is not a fullback. So I understand the love connection with Jeff Wilson. When he's needed, he is a very good player, and he's very good at his role, which is the goal line role, and he excels there. But when Tevin Coleman, Breida, and Wilson are all healthy, he's going to be inactive, so he's not going to be the fullback. And I think that the 49ers need to maybe consider bringing back like a Tyree Mayfield, one of the training camp and preseason standouts, someone who's been – I think that's a guy who can step right in. He knows the system.
Because that's an H-back. You're right.
Yes. That's the guy that I was talking with Coach earlier and a couple other people, and that's the guy that I really believe that the 49ers should be looking at. And the thing is that Kyle can make these phone calls and he can set these things up because all these guys from Atlanta and these guys that keep coming in and out of the Niners organization, like Jordan Matthews, Dante Johnson, and Jeff Wilson, these other guys, he can set this up on a Saturday, right? On a Friday. You're seeing these guys get called up and brought in the days before games. They're not even like, remember he did that with Nick Williams from Atlanta and some of these other players. So the thing that I'm not really, so to answer your question, I'm sorry it took me so long.
No, it's
the way that we could lose this game, is I could see the offense maybe looking a little bit stale in the first half. It's not like a big concern of mine, but I kind of feel like it's possible, the Rams have some good players, and it's possible that maybe they're trying to. It's a short week, so we don't have a full week to prepare for them. Plus the 2 days that we lost.
Exactly.
Yes, right. So I could see this game. I know this is projecting to be a high-scoring game. Everyone's saying it's going over, but I could see our defense is lights out. So I think that our defense will step up no matter what, and I expect to win the game no matter what. Really, at this point. But I could see our offense struggling a little bit, and just kind of it being more of a gritty, grindy game. So. I'm just the juice deal. It's a big deal. It's not like our season's not over. He'll be fine. He'll be back, and we might win every game without him. But it's a big deal. He's a huge part of our offense. He's literally like, to reference it to chess. He's like the queen in chess. You can do everything you want with him, and he's just nobody has him. That's why we went and paid him all this money. Nobody has a chess piece like that they can do this stuff with.
Absolutely.
So. That's my only concern, and I'm sure everybody's on the same page. Everybody, I mean, it may not end up being a big deal because Kyle Shanahan is a genius, and I have so much faith in Kyle Shanahan that I'm not really concerned. Just the realist in me understands that this might be, it might take a game or a few quarters to really kick it into gear with making adjustments. So,
but when you got the luxury of this defense constantly giving you back the ball, and you know what? I do not for a moment think that the 49ers defense is going to not terrorize Jared Goff.
Oh my God, he's
He
in for it.
hates
Yeah.
this kind of defense. He really does. I bet you he's already concerned about it, and the 49ers are probably already in his head before this game starts. I think they're.
Oh my God.
This is going to be interesting.
We were talking about Bosa. He's 100%. We're like, I'm curious to see what he looks like. This is why they did not give up this first-round pick for Odell Beckham Jr. is because this is like a once every 5 year, like a Von Miller type guy who comes in
Maybe longer than
and
that.
just wreak havoc.
Yeah.
Yes. If this guy is good to go every single game this year, he is going to put the quarterback on his ass 3 times a game. He's a threat to get a sack every game. He's a 16 sack a year guy. He's a sack a game guy.
If he stays
really
out
is,
there
Ronbo.
easily,
Yes.
easily. People are always going on and on about Aaron Donald, and they should. But if Bosa's healthy, guarantee you, the quarterback is going to hit the dirt just as many times with him as they are with Donald.
Yes.
Oh, I love it. And he's going to get that
I'm
grown
very
man strength in another year or two. He's still a kid, Nick. I mean, Russo, he's still a kid.
I know.
Wait till he gets a little older, a little stronger, and he's going to. When Nick's 24 and 25, oh, my God, that's going to be silly.
He's a stronger, faster version of his brother. He just is. His brother Joey's really good.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say that Nick is better than him at this point. He's got a lot to prove, but he projects to be better in every single statistical category across the board. And the proof is in his numbers in college and in his combine stats. The numbers don't lie, Ronbo. Just like we talked about Odell Beckham Jr., he doesn't impact games for wins and losses. He might be a flashy guy. He might be, a big name that people want, and he can make some nice plays, but he doesn't win you games. He can get you some numbers. That's about it.
And he's able to keep you in position to win. All right, Russo, good stuff as usual, fam. We'll check you out later on in the week. And fam, you don't wait to check Russo out. Check him out, Russo SF49. He's got great content going all the time. Analyzing games and giving you other knowledge about the game in general. Russo, see you later, man.
Appreciate it, bro.
All right.
Before I go, I want to just give you a shout out, you and your whole team a shout out. I want to shout out all my TNT family, everybody in the Nighthawk fan club, everybody in the chat, and then everybody that supports my channel. Definitely shout out to everybody. It's all love, all respect.
Thanks, Russo. Have a good night, fam.
All right, bro.
All right.
Have a good night.
Yeah. And it's Antoine Speedy Battle, the father of my favorite little girl. He said, hey, we in here. We have a new hater. Add Brady Quinn to the list. Brady Quinn has been like that for a long time. He says Browns played an awful game, and we have to beat Rams and Hawks to prove to him we're good. That can be arranged. The Hawks and Rams are not excited to play no 49ers. They may be just because they may like the challenge. But, man, Matt S. says, good evening. I'm a shout out from Bend, Oregon, and go Niners. Matt S. Johnny be a good one. Johnny be good. Hey, he said, what up? Been following you since you first started. Much love. Johnny being good. It's always great to hear from your fam. You know, anybody that I've been hanging around with since day one, you know we're deep family. And Coach says, Coach Tim, he's had an O to his name, Coach Timo. I told you, Ronbo, hey, we're going to rock the paint-stained puppies, or the poop-stained puppies. I predicted 49-13. We should have had 40 with the missed field goals. No, really. It was near 50 points that we left on the table. At least 20 points, 20-something points. Field goals on our defense shut them down even more so than I expected. Yep. And, you know, fam, once the 49ers get a long snapper, and we're not going to get our long snapper who can't seem to stay off of enhancement drugs. When he gets back, I think we got to wait till week 10, unfortunately. You look for the 49ers. Actually, they need to stop bringing in long snappers. We've had how many this season? 3? One retired on us, and then we had 2 more. This last one is the worst one. So I'm not sure if tomorrow we're going to open up your monitor and it says 49ers have let go of this long snapper to get another one. Because, see, this is really a problem. You could lose a game because of the long snapper. You never realize the importance of certain player personnel until you have what happened. Robbie Gould probably has never in his career had 3 misses and muffs like he did yesterday. That was just awful. And he was riding such a wave. Oh, man. And you know what, though? Robbie could also blame Robbie, too. If he would have had his butt in here working with Mitch earlier, some of it may have been Mitch's fault, but I don't think there was that much. It was mostly the long snapper because Mitch has to, he's having to readjust, Robbie's on, it's a rhythm with kickers. Beat, 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 boom. It's worrisome. What if we need that field goal to win the game? Fam, I'm going to go ahead and check out and look for you later on in the week. As I always say, I could be back at any moment. Sometimes emergencies bring back in, and other times I can't sleep. This week was hard to stay away from doing the show every day, but last week. But we like talking football anyway. Hit the like, fam, please. I can't wait to see you in just a little while. Niners! Night, Lisa. I see you in Angela.